friends, this is Lily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing how I made my ornaments for Christmas. I was inspired by some decor that I found on Pinterest, and if Tony was on board, I would have actually done this last year. I've been wanting a colorful Christmas tree for a while. I'm hoping to get like the old-fashioned Christmas feel with these ornaments. In this video, I'll be going over all the different ways I decorated the ornaments using alcohol inks and pearl paint. I'll be linking all the supplies in the description section if you need them. Okay, so here's what you'll need. I decided to use the Brie Reese alcohol inks for these ornaments. They're kind of pricey because they're sold separate, but it was the only thing my local craft store had. I did find a bunch on Amazon that came in sets, and they're like way cheaper. You can use glass or plastic ornaments for this. I feel like glass looks more realistic if you're being picky. They also have the iridescent ones. Okay, so before I get into the project, this got so messy. I ended up staining my table and ruining it. So I had to move the table outdoors and use a plastic table cover. Be sure to wear gloves because it stains so fast. This ornament was just one step and took like 2 minutes to make. I simply started by adding some alcohol ink into the glass ornament and spinning it around until the color was distributed evenly. I poured the extra alcohol ink into a cup and used a hair dryer to dry the ink while spinning the ornament. You don't have to spin it, but I feel like if you do spin it, it's more even coverage and it actually has like a neater finish at the end. And that's it. Here's how this ornament looks done. I love that it looks like stained glass. Okay, so for my next ornament, I wanted these pink glass ornaments. I followed the same steps to add the alcohol ink inside the ornament. Then once my ink was dry, I added some of this pearl paint. Make sure the ink is 100% dry before doing this next step. You could probably use any brand acrylic paint as long as it's pearl white. I added it into the ornament and shook it around until it was completely covered inside. Dab any extra paint onto a paper towel or a canvas to make abstract art. I actually didn't think of this, but it'd probably not waste as much paint if I like diluted the pearl paint a little bit, maybe by adding some Floetrol. And to finish it, you can use the blow dryer to dry the pearl paint or let it air dry. I learned that it takes about 4 days for it to air dry, but I was still able to use the ornaments while they were drying. And here's how the ornament looks. If you look close, you can actually see the pearl through the pink, and I love how it makes it glow. You can also see how it brings out like a slight rustic effect through the pink. I did try a few different ways to do these pink ornaments, and I had some of this warm gray alcohol ink. I added a drop of this into the pink ornament when I was mixing the alcohol ink inside, and you can see that it's like a much deeper tone, which is what color I was trying to go for. Okay, next up, the golden ornament. I don't know why I decided to try and do a gold one without alcohol ink. I actually didn't have any, so I thought, why not mix rubbing alcohol with some gold enamel paint from Testors? So as you can see, this was not looking good. It was just looking super glittery and it was too dark. I decided to add some rubbing alcohol in there to kind of wash out some of the color, and it came out really pretty. And when I started drying the ornament, the gold actually kind of separated inside and it gave the ornament like a pretty rustic gold effect. I decided to go with it and add the pearl paint, and here's how it turned out. Ended up being one of my favorite ornaments. Okay, next up, the baby blue ornaments. I feel like these go hand in hand with the pink ones. Because I didn't have baby blue alcohol ink, I decided to try and dilute my dark blue ink with some rubbing alcohol. As I was drawing it, I noticed that the ink didn't like the rubbing alcohol. It makes the finish look very cloudy, and the ink even separated into like small dots. So I just kept messing with it. I kept adding ink and then like shaking it harder with a little more rubbing alcohol. Pretty much did multiple layers and it seemed like it worked. This one definitely took a little bit longer to make than the rest of the ornaments. Either way, the cloudy look actually didn't affect the way that the pearl came through at the end. It looked just the same, so if you're doing it with the pearl, I don't think it matters. I can't wait to see how the Christmas tree will look this year. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I will be sharing that on there. If you're wondering where I got the rest of my ornaments, they were actually a Target find. It was the prettiest box of like burgundy and pink hues, and I just couldn't help myself. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching this video. I hope this inspired you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.